Okay, so by vraag 1 sê hulle vir jou the following is given 3 minus 1 minus 9 minus 21 and then minus 37. As die patroon op hierdie manier aangaan, what the next two terms? So you would see that it was minus 4 Wag, ek vind dit gou die uit. Was dit 3? Ek vind nou net so hoe die hel het ek het nou, ja, sorry. My 3 minute daar is hier. Okay. Minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 16. And then none of it was the same. Nee. So then I could go for a second difference. En dan is hy dieselfde, want dan sit die hele tyd minus 4. Nee. Okay, so my first or the next two terms would then be the minus 57 and the minus 81. As jy nou sou aangaan. Ja, so nou die volgende een sou jy gesê het, okay, minus 20 en dan minus 24. Nee, you fine with that? Okay, then at 1.2 they ask you to determine the nth term in the row. So toe ek nou sien, dis tweede verskil. Then we knew that it would be a quadratic one. Nee. Okay, now hoe het ons dan gemaak? We basically have to get A, B and C. Onthou julle nog dit? Okay, now the second difference, I'm going to make that equal to 2A. Nee, so 2A is dan nou minus 4. And if I simplify that, it means that A will be minus 2. Then, the first difference, that very first one, I'm going to make that equal to 3A plus B. Okay, but we already know what A is, so let's go substitute that in. So 3 times minus 2 plus B geeft my minus 4. Okay, so if I work that out, ignoreer eers die regterkant, dan is B mos nou 2. Nee. Goed. Now, if I take that very first term, and I make that equal to A plus B plus C, dan gaan ek nou vir C kan uitwerk, but I have to use the A and the B values. Substitute those in. A was minus 2, gaan nou luister, B was 2, and C we're still working out, make it equal, oh hierso, dis hoekom, daar's 'n minus 3, sorry, 3, which dis hoekom, okay, wag, kyk gou hier, dan, sorry, ja, is gelijk aan 3, excuse julle, ek het nou 'n foutjie opgetel, so then, ja, dit is, it is minus 3, nee? Sorry. Just 3. Nee, minus 4. Okay, is julle reg? Any questions there? En dan gaan hierdie net moet wees plus 3. So A minus 2, B positive 2, C 3. Okay. Enige vrae? Dan 1.3 vra hulle vir jou, watter term het 'n waarde van minus 541? Okay, now I just quickly want to correct my mistake because I worked with a minus 3, so daar gaan wees plus 3. So laat ek net gou reg maak. En so 544. Oh nee, ek lieg het met minus wees. Ek het als aan die ander kant gevat. So minus 541 and then minus 3. So ja, dit is net 'n minus daar. Okay, and then I'm going to substitute. iets verkeerd gedink. Minus B plus minus 2 kwadraat minus 4a minus 5. Okay, so dit raak hier en dan sorry julle. Kom kry ek nou altyd math error. Dit moet wees 17 hoor. Moet ek double check. Dis nou oor ek probeer vinnig hou. Ga double check in hy wortel. B kwadraat minus 4ac. Daar kry ek in die wortel kry ek 4356. So dat is het eindelijk 2 plus wortel 4356 op 2a wat ons nou 4 is. Dan krijg ik 17 of 2 minus, dan krijg ik minus 16. So ergens heb ik net iets verkeerd gepak. Maar nou, okay, so what I want you to remember is because this n value was negative, you can't get term negative 16. Onthou julle nog, nee? So dit is hoekom hierdie dan nou outomaties uit is. And then we say term 17 will therefore be equal to minus 541. Okay. Good. Any questions there? Okay. Down number 4. Number 4 says 'n rekenkundige ry en 'n meetkundige ry word gecombineer. Okay, so it's mixed now. And then the following was given. Right, now you will see that I've got 3, 4, and then they skip 5, 6, and then it's 8, 9, and then skip 10, 11, then I'm weer 12. Ek het vir 15 uitgegaan. Wanneer ek is reg. 12, 16, 20, 24 ensovoorts. Okay. So you first had to, at 4.1, go and identify the arithmetic sequence. Jy moet sien rekenkundige ry gaan uitwerk. So we look at the numbers and remember that we have to have a constant difference every time. So dan sou ek sê my rekenkundige ry gaan wees 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 ensovoorts tot en met 732. Now, how did I know it would be 732? Because the 4, 8, 12, and so forth. Can you see that those are multiples of 4? No? So ek het gaan kyk wat is die laaste veelvoud van 4. En na aan die einde wat in elk geval dan nou 732 was. Okay. Right. So the remaining numbers will then obviously have to be the geometric series, né? Die meetkundige reeks. Nou moet ek net gaan kyk. As ek hulle sou gaan uitskryf, then what would be left is the 3, the 9, the 27 and so forth. Now we first got to go and double check. Is dit dan rekenkundig by using term 2 over term 1 and then I get a R value of 3. Dan vat ek term 3 over term 2 and that also gives me an R value of 3. So dan weet jy, dit is my meetkundige reeks, né? You guys good with that? Can I skip? Okay. Ek lees net gou lank die volgende vraag. Then at 4.3 they said, determine the sum of these combined series. Nou, omdat ek 'n meetkundige het en 'n rekenkundige het, what we're going to do is we're first going to work out the sum of the arithmetic one. Dan werk ek uit die som van die meetkundige ene, and then those two I'm basically going to add. No, because I can't have them all in one equation where it's arithmetic and geometric. Nee, daar is hier 'n formule daarvoor nie. Kan ek maar skip nou, Tikali? Is ek klaar? Okay, good. But before we can do that, I first have to work out how many terms would there be in each. So as ek gaan kyk na my rekenkundige ry, I make that very last term, the arithmetic sequence. I make the very last term, 732, equal to my term n, the n. terms formula. Okay, now how we haven't worked that out. So A was 4 plus n minus 1 and D was also 4. So in other words, the equation for that arithmetic series or sequence was the 4n. So 4n equal to 732. Wat beteken dat n is 183. So daar is 183 terme in my rekenkundige reeks. Right. Okay, then let's look at the geometric one. Again, we take the last term, which was the 729, make that equal to my nth term. Now, we moet ons gaan eers gaan uitwerk, because it's geometric, we're going to have a times r to the power of n minus 1. A was 3, r was also 3, and then to the power of n minus 1. Goed, so nou kan ons gaan uitwerk wat is n, om te sien hoeveel terme daar in daai meetkundige reeks is. So I first take that 3 over. So 227 divided by 3 would give me the 200.3. Dan wil ek hulle nou elkeen in eksponensiële vorm gaan skryf. En 243 is dieselfde as 3 tot die mag 5. Now, because base is the same on both sides, I can only make exponents equal to each other, which means that n will be 6. Okay, so to get the sum of all of it, I'm going to get the sum of the 183 arithmetic terms, right? Plus die som van die 6 meetkundige terme. Okay, so ek het hom hier vir jou probeer in verskillende kleure gaan skryf. We're going to start with the arithmetic one. So n over 2, maar nou weet ek is 183 oor 2. En dan in die hakie 2 maal a plus n minus 1 d. So that would give me the sum of the whole arithmetic. Plus, en nou soek ek gou die som van daai 6 meetkundige. So, a times r to the power of n minus 1 minus 1 en onder net r minus 1. So the 3 minus 1. Nou, as ek elkeen van hulle apart gaan vereenvoudig, I would get that. And now I can add the two terms and have 68,436. Jy kon maar direk geskiep het na die finale antwoord toe ook. Dit sou nog steeds reg gewees het. Okay. Any questions there? Okay. Kan ons maar skep? Ik kan jij schrijven. Nee. Is er iemand dat nog schrijft? Oké, dus kijk naar nummer 7. Ik ga net eerst zo maken. At number 7, they give you triangles. And then they say, we get the area of each one of these triangles and then they form a series. No? Wij zeggen, vir hier sê my bepaalde formule vir die oppervlakte van die ende driehoek as die patroon op dieselfde manier gaan aangaan. Okay, so the first triangle to work out the area there, I would take half times base times height, perpendicular height, né? En dis kom ek sê half maal 2 maal 1. The second triangle, I'll have half times 4 times 2. Die derde driehoek is half maal 6 maal 3 ensovoorts ensovoorts. Okay, nou wat ek wil hê jy moet vir my sien is term 1 I was multiplying with 1 here. Term 2 was my hoogte 2. Term 3 was my hoogte 3. Term 4, ek kan nie nou daar onderstreep nie, was my hoogte 4. Do you guys see that? So first things first, term n, what would the heights be? N. Nee. Okay, nou kyk jy gou vir my. Wat as jy gaan kyk na daai getalletjie? Kan jy sien hy is elke keer dubbel dit wat die onderstreepte enetjie is. Do you guys see that? Okay, so meaning if my height is n, it means my base will be double that, so 2n. Nee. Okay. Kom ons kyk gou, ignoreer gou eers daai, ek het dit vir net geskryf, ek gaan nou sê. So die oppervlak van die driehoek sal dan wees half maal 2n maal n. Now if I multiply that, the half times 2 will give me 1, and n times n is just n squared. So that will be term n. Nou vra hulle vir my by 7.2, watter soort ry word deur die oppervlaktes van hierdie driehoeke gevorm? So they want to know what type. So what I did is, and I'm quickly going to close, ek gaan nou weer oopmaak. If I simplify that blue, half maal 2 geef my 1, maal 1 geef my 1. Half maal 4 geef my 2, maal 2 gives me 4. So can you see I just simplified what I had there? Because when I did that, I could see that the first difference here was 3, 5, and 7, which is not the same. But if I went to second difference, then we're actually going to have the same thing. And because second difference is the same, wat 'n soort is hy? 'n kwadratiese. Okay. Any questions? Okay. That, people, then concludes your chapter 1. So we are now finished in time for you guys to start studying this weekend, nee? Want die 17de is nie so ver weg nie. Okay. And then, just to make sure everyone knows, I did post it on the group. Nee? Het julle dit gesien? Ek het op die groep gesê that your assessment date changed. Okay? It is not on the Friday the 18th anymore. It is now on Thursday the 17th. So hy skuif 'n daggie vroeër, maar julle behoort fyn te wees want ons is lankal klaar met die werk, né? En julle gaan dit skryf in registertyd. Okay, so you guys write in register. And we did say that because it's a tutorial, you are allowed to have a cheat sheet vir elkeen van hulle. So jy kan 2 apartes ook hê, né? Okay. Want is mos afdeling A, afdeling B. Okay. Goed. Ons sal net julle registeronderwysers mooi moet sê hulle moet die een gee en dan weer uit terugvat en dan weer die ander gee en dan Nee, ek bedoel afdeling A gee, julle moet hom klaar skryf in die regte tyd. Vat in en dan. Ja, kyk, dit sou mos 'n 2 periodes gewees het. As ek reg is, dis net 'n halfuur. Maar hulle sal 35 minutes gee en ons gaan vir die onderwysers sê ook dat hulle mooi tyd het gelees. Maar net dat jy weet, jy gaan nie A en B kry en dat jy 'n U met al wat hulle in jou hand het. Okay. Goed. Any questions? Nou wil ek net gou vra, want ons het mos nou nie gister kwadraties deurgegaan nie. Does everyone remember how that works about the 2a is equal to this? No one wants me to go through another one like that. Okay, good. Dan wil ek net vir jou hierdie 2 sommetjies gee, né? That's homework for Monday. Daar's eintlik nou nog baie tyd, so jy sou hulle kon klaarmaak in die klas. Ek weet julle liggies is 'n bietjie flou. Ek sien julle sommer, ek sien al gesig ook. So, you can finish it now. Then you don't have to do it this weekend. Or if you want to line your arms now, then you obviously do it over the weekend. En dan het julle nou, as jy dalk wil begin leer en jy soek ekstra werk, that page that I posted. Okay? Good. That is it for today.